Jennifer, and I'm with the Bauman Wellness Program, and today we are going to be talking about dinner. So I'll be using a recipe from the Flavors of Health cookbook. The recipe is green beans with ginger. I love this recipe because it is so simple and delicious. And when we're talking about dinner, the reality of our lives is that we're busy. Maybe you have kids. Maybe you work all week. Maybe you're involved in projects that leave you very little time to cook. And yet, it doesn't take that much time to make delicious, nutritious food for you and your family. What the ingredients are in this recipe, we have high quality extra virgin olive oil. We have shallots, ginger, and green beans. We're going to start with our green beans. I've washed and drained them. And what I love about green beans is they're a high fiber vegetable. They keep your blood sugar levels in check, and they have a nice snap to them. We're going to simply cut off the ends and the tips so you can line up your green beans on your cutting board. You're going to correctly hold your knife. You're going to pinch it, curling your rest of your fingers around, and every time you work with the knife, you want to make sure to keep this hand, your fingers out of the way. So I'm going to claw my hand like this, and I'm going to chop off the ends, slide them around, turn it around, and just chop off the other ends. It's really that simple. So next, I'm going to show you how to work with the shallot. Now, for those of you that don't know what a shallot is, it's kind of like a mix between garlic and an onion. It's got a more pungent flavor than a garlic, and in the culinary world, the shallot adds a lot of flavor and layers of taste into whatever the dish that you're cooking it with. We've got the shallot here. We've got the root end and the tip. So I put it down on my board, and I want to find the place that's most secure, meaning it's not going to wobble all over. I'm going to cut it from the root end to the tip. Now I've got two halves. So I take a couple layers of the peel it off, and I'm ready to work with this half. I'm going to be showing you a fine dice. Take my knife, got my safe hand here, and I'm just making a thin slice into the shallot, and then a little higher up, the next thin slice. Then finally slice across. And now I am ready to make my small dice. So now we're going to work with the ginger root. Ginger root is wonderful medicine. It is antifungal, antibacterial, and antiviral. It soothes intestinal distress of all kinds. It stimulates your digestion, and it adds wonderful zest and spiciness to this green bean dish. So a trick for peeling ginger is simply to use a normal tablespoon. So now we've got the peeled ginger. So I've made a flat surface. Now I can put it down. I'm going to make some very fine slices into the ginger. And then lengthwise, make more fine cuts. It's a very finely chopped ginger, and I'm going to finish it off by mincing it. Pouring the olive oil into your sauté pan, and you're going to let that heat up to a pretty good temperature. so that when we add the shallots, you're going to hear a nice sizzle. And then you know that you've got the right amount of heat in there. And we're going to start to saute them. You're going to gently shake your pan like that. You can use tongs or one of your other favorite cooking tools to kind of stir them around. And you should watch them get translucent after about 2 minutes. We're going to add in our ginger, and we're going to get that going as well. So after about 2 minutes, this will be ready to go with the green beans. So you're going to put your green beans right in there. So here's our green beans. What you're going to do now is simply add a little bit of water. You'll cover it, and we're going to let it steam cook for about 8 minutes. You're going to see those green beans get a nice, bright, vibrant green color, and we're going to cook them until they're crisp but also fork tender. All right, so here we have our beautiful sautéed green beans. You can see that they're still bright green, they're crisp but tender, and this is the optimal way to eat green beans because they still have all the flavor that makes them enjoyable to eat. So I'm going to serve this up here. If you'd like, this is a high quality sea salt. Just going to sprinkle it over. And you're ready to go. This dish goes great with whatever you'd like to pair it with. If you want to have it with protein, if you want to have it with some grains and a salad, you can build this into your dinner. It's a great addition to a healthy, simple dinner.